So is the cultural shift we need just to encourage struggle, suffering?
Well, we need to well, okay, so we have to get rid of the sort of victim mentality. You're not a victim just because you're of this group or this sex or this proclivity or whatever it is. So we need to stop sort of I guess it would be I, politicians have catered to a sort of victim class, and it's not helpful to the victim. It's sort of helpful to the politician because they claim they're going to fix it, but they don't fix it because they're not capable of fixing it because the problem wasn't there in the first place. The problem is with you. You're lazy or you're not motivated. I pose questions to people. I go, who do you know who's really good at their job and really hardworking who's ever out of work? And everyone goes, oh, I don't know. Well, a lot of people struggle. Yeah, a lot of people struggle. I grew up with a lot of those people. They're fucking lazy. They didn't struggle. They struggled because they didn't want to do what they knew they had to do. And that was to get to work. Everybody I know sort of makes their own bed. I don't even know anybody's been held back. I've been held back because I wanted to be a fireman and I'm white, so it didn't work in Los Angeles in, the mid 80s. But everyone else, it's all basically based on merit and their own work and their own sort of, and also, this notion of like, well, this guy's gifted. I don't know that many gifted people. I know hardworking people, and the hard work part just trumps all whatever the gift or what the blessing or the genetics or what touched by God or whatever it is. The people that work, um, and that's why quite honestly, a lot of the time when I interview a lot of people who are like really successful, and Drew, you might have this.
Mm.
I don't know. You interview a lot of like, very successful people, and when you're done, you go, the person's not as smart as I thought they were going to be, or not as interesting as I thought they're going to be, but they're all super hard working. That,
You know who's the ultimate example of that?
hmm,
If you read, I don't know Elon Musk, but I read his biography carefully, and I thought I was going to hear about a super genius, like a
right.
crazy the guy's got serious horsepower. But what I learned about him is the fucking relentlessness and the hard work that
Yeah,
never
yeah. That's
stops.
what I'm saying. It's mostly motor. It's not so much about the nav system or the computer chip or whatever it is. It's about the motor.
Mm.
They just have a motor, these people. And they don't set a lot of rules. Like, I know way too many people I know goes, I don't work Saturdays, bro. I don't, they just go, I don't, and you go, we're gonna get up early, we're gonna do, and they go, I don't get up that, or they just stop it with all the self-imposed rules. You know what I mean? Just go for it.
Well, can this be learned?
Yeah, it can be learned. I feel like I learned it to a certain
I did
a
too.
certain
Now I think
degree.
about it. I was indoctrinated by my training. Maybe the military could help people learn that.
Yeah, military, sports,
Sports, yep.
wrestling,
Sports.
football, like stuff like that, like discipline. Like we got to get back to it. There's too many people with too many
But
fucking rules.
I was not naturally that way. I was a little on the lazy side in terms of my schedule and in terms of my thinking, and both were just wrung out of me by my education and training. Where it starts,